going on, everyone? Jack here from Half Chrome. This is the new BetaFPV Pavo 20 Pro 2 4S edition. That's right, this guy has more power. We're rocking a 4S battery, which means we have an updated flight controller, ESCs, and of course motors. I'm going to tell you all about this one and help you decide if it's the right quad for you. Now I also have the 3S version, and visually there isn't a whole lot that looks different, except of course we do have some newly redesigned propellers. These are Gemfan D 2.2-3P props. Really, what you need to know is they're bigger, they're thicker, and of course they're held down with screws. With the extra power, we didn't want these things to get loose on you. They did actually redesign the battery tray a little bit to accommodate a larger battery because you're gonna need a larger battery. I was rocking this 4S 680. Now you can get it with a DJI O4 Air Unit Pro, and that's about $365, or you can get it without and add your own, and that's a little over $100. I'd personally suggest going with the O4 Air Unit Pro unless you happen to have one laying around. They're not always super easy to get, and you're getting one for this drone. If you don't have one already, I would just do it that way. You can run other systems. I actually put the HGLRC art link on my other Pavo. I don't recommend that. If you want the best camera, you want to go with the O4 Pro from DJI. So the flight controller is they call it Next Gen G4 4S 30 amp all-in-one flight controller. It does have built-in serial ELRS, and it's ready-made for GPS as well. Now the motors are also going to be different than the 3S version. They're 1104s and they're 5500 kV. If you're looking for a small portable cinewhoop style drone, this is it. I mean, this is fantastic. And it does have an integrated beeper, which is nice, but I find these LEDs are actually pretty fantastic in helping you locate a crashed drone. So there are definitely some little improvements with this 4S version. And not just because it's running 4S. It is small enough to fly indoors, and that 4S power, of course, makes it a little bit more doable outside as well. No, this is not an acro ripper, but it is fun for slow cruising. Now, if you're slow cruising on one of these 680s, you could get up to 10.5 minutes. You're probably not going to. You're probably going to see closer to 9.5 minutes, maybe 10. Flight time is determined by so many different factors. I actually think this is a fantastic drone as like a companion drone. I'll throw this in my kit with my Avata 2. And you can actually connect it to the DJI remote as well if you want to do that. Yeah, but this camera is fantastic. That's what you want. Could you go with other cameras? Yes. Are there other canopies? Yes. But go with this camera. It's the best. We still sub 250 with this battery? Pretty sure, but let's double check. Drone by itself, 121 grams. Battery 64 grams, drone and battery, 185 grams. So all in all, it's 185 grams to get this thing off the ground. Are you looking for a tiny little portable cinewhoop? This may be the one you're looking for. Great camera, solid flight, easy to fly. I actually found flying to be pretty smooth. Now, if you find that the 4S is just too much power, maybe inside, I suggest putting the throttle on a switch, a throttle cut on a switch. I do that actually a lot of times when I'm flying indoors. It just makes it a little bit more manageable. I have a video on how to do that if you want to learn. Which is another thing that might be helpful. Anyway, if you're looking for one of these, I'll link down below. Yes, it's an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything, but it will help support the channel. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We'd love to have you back. Learn more about these drones and other fun electronic stuff. Hey, thanks for watching. Good luck, everyone, and happy flying.